Welcome, lords and ladies of fate. In this stream, we play various tabletop role-playing games as you, the audience, earn fate chips that can be used to reward or punish your favorite players or their characters. Today we are playing Riffs by Palladium Books. And joining us today we have Bill, who's playing Demetrius, Chance playing as Felix, myself playing as Lester Craft, and hopefully eventually joined by April playing Sophia. And to mitigate the will of the fates today, we have Julian as our GM.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to Klaatu Barata Necktie. Our dear heroes in the settlement of Rooster have found something strange going on. The settlers that they were supposed to meet and get a good meal from were suddenly gone. After object reading and investigating, they find that this is very sudden, and it seems like a weird mix between panic and euphoria. While investigating this, Illustra astrally flies into the heaven and notices 4 beings approach. One of them vaguely human-shaped, so not being so much. The others not so much. More spherical, really. You rushed to meet them. Well, proud, some of you mostly, but then Felix rushed. Until he remembered that they were evil, and then rushed a bit more quietly. And saw green tentacled floating brains, apparently wearing suits, well, having suits floating below them, following a poor, sunken man who seems to be on the edge of life. They fought these brains by various means. Guns, who didn't really do anything but shoot the ground. A bow that worked very well. Unfortunately, it was only once because Felix was mind-controlled and was basically a hippie most of the time, and tried very hard to make diplomatic relations between the brains and the party work. Didn't really happen all that much. Anyway, April tried to shoot them a little bit better, Sophia. And Illustra tried to, well, talk them down. Well, talk them up, really. She insulted them quite a lot, told them to get away from this poor man, which confused them a lot. Not because of what she did, but because of what she is. Illustra apparently has no psychic imprint whatsoever, so the brains whose only sense is telepathy and such were quite confused by these events. And a battle that could have gone much worse was suddenly almost easy. Almost. You did manage to slay one brain, the one who mind-controlled Felix. And he came back to you and was very confused about the whole situation, really. And the 2 other brains fled. While trying to save the poor guy, you heard him say, "Help the bank and Myla," which was where we ended. Unfortunately, he passed away. They were very, very close, but no cigar. He was just too far gone. So this is again where we join our heroes. By the side of this now passed away, very shrunken citizen. And a kind of confused Bryce, looking like he's mulling something over.
They sucked their brains out.
Well, I guess I should check the body for identification or anything, and it wouldn't hurt to have something from this gentleman to prove that we're friendly and that we tried to help him in case we run up against the locals who might think that we're on the bad guy's side since we're new.
I think the locals have more on their mind.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
If they still have their minds.
If they still have their minds, exactly.
So yes, you rifle through this very sunken man's pockets, and the only thing you find is a small, well, pocket knife, really. Rather used, but seems like in sort of good shape. Mostly maintained. A bit dirty.
Okay.
I will go ahead and go. Let me double check to make certain it actually makes my prowl better. Skills, Fox when transformed. Yeah, it doesn't really make it any better. All right. I will start prowling my way up the direction where they came from. I know that they're hostile. I don't need to be brazen. Now it's time to hunt.
I agree with him.
Fair enough.
Oh, we're going after him?
Catch up when you can. If you want to take a look at some things, catch up when you can. I won't engage until you guys are nearby, but I'm going to find them.
Well, once I get the knife, I'm going to be following towards you, towards the bank.
And I have what's
What
my
about
Yeah,
you,
I'm gonna head to
Lastra?
the bank.
26.
As you go towards the bank and then leaves this place for now, Bryce says, sorry, just a minute, Myla. I know that name.
What?
I don't know if it helps, but it's the chief's daughter.
Okay.
She kinda ran away about 3, maybe 4 years ago.
Do you have a description?
Well, she was 12, so small, black hair, slim.
All right. Well, we'll be looking at
So,
I gather
was she like
probably changed a
a
lot.
teenager?
She was 12,
12,
so
a
not
child,
quite.
okay.
She's probably about 16 now.
Okay.
I'm not sure what happened. Some dispute with her mother. But the chief never really talks about it, so I don't know.
All right.
All right.
Don't know if it helps, but
Well, I think everything helps.
Well, yeah. Well, I am apparently not the stealthiest person around.
you step on a lot of twigs and boulders and stuff, rubble and
It
stuff.
wasn't the worst roll ever, but I missed it by 10.
Oh, okay, yeah, could be worse. You are not completely sneaky, but you are not making a fool of yourself either. Do you other people want to make prowl checks as well?
Doing so now. And not happening for Demetrius. Again,
Not the
We're-
sneakiest.
All right, you need to start rolling on a different computer.
we're picking up where I left off. Obviously, yeah.
Maybe I'll start rolling for you.
Oh, nice and
Oh.
luck.
Illustra, however, is like a shadow.
Yeah. Neither one of us made it.
Lots of practice.
Yeah, you two brazenly not really afraid of the brains. Go forth, Sophia as well. I gather as much. 53, is that enough
No.
for Sophia? You. And know that you're not quite stealthy, but almost failed to notice the presence of Illustra moving from ruin to ruin, being very stealthy. Every now and then you look around, confused, and she goes.
How does she
"Hello."
do that? She disappears.
So you know where she is. Like a shadow. As you
Why did that
go towards the bank, the way you've been explained it, anyway.
Why did that not? put the
Felix,
whole-
I would like you very much to make me a sense magic roll.
All right.
Phil, do you have any? You have sense powers too, right? I mean passive sense powers.
5 per level, so 45 slash 1d100 less than 45. Yeah, I'm pretty good at that one.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
If you put a less than and then your success score number, it'll tell you if you succeed or not too, Bill. Right, like 1d100 less than 45.
Okay.
So that's how that's saying, like, if there's a success or not on those.
No, it looks like Sophia would be the sensitive one here.
Yeah, but I'm thinking more passive ability, like sense ley lines and
Oh
such.
yeah, we can sense.
Don't Atlanteans
Both of us
have
can
those?
sense ley lines just by being Atlantean. That's an ability.
Can you sense if anything's happening on them?
Not necessarily. All we can do is sense where they are, near or far, and what direction.
Okay, fair enough. Well, then you both notice that you are approaching the ley line you felt earlier. That is probably crossing your the position you are
Okay.
moving towards.
The ley line is on this part itself. Does it seem like there's a nexus or just the ley line?
You definitely notice that there is a nexus towards where you're going, Felix, with that road.
Okay.
Not only that, but a nexus that is active. It is not opening a rift as we speak, but it is being used.
Okay.
You also sense the presence of both great psychic power and magic power. And supernatural evil.
I will pass all of that.
A chill
on.
runs down your spine as you get a strange vision of suits and the smell of burning paper.
I go ahead and just draw a couple of foxes. Quick, that fox symbol, like the 3-line / fox symbol in the dirt, just for good measure. Quick prayer to the fox totem.
I will go ahead and put on my heart encircled by chains, which will give me 10 minutes per level of basically physical damage immunity. Gives me invincibility, magical invincibility. And let's see here.
What time of day is it?
It's beginning to go towards the evening now. It's getting darker.
So we can pull 10 PPE for free from a ley line every turn, 20 from a nexus point every turn. Okay.
Any other preparatory business as you near the bank?
I believe
I don't have a whole lot of prep to do
Yes.
other than I don't want to get close to them this time now that I know what they did to my brain. So I'm not going to go into fox form and try to rip out throats. They have no throats.
No, doesn't seem
So
like it.
that's not helpful.
Unfair, really.
So I'm going to try to stay at distance this time, but if I can get close enough and like find somebody that doesn't seem to be having their brain sucked, I'm going to try to do that. And if it's this 16-year-old girl and she doesn't seem like she is being trapped, or if she seems like she is being trapped but I can get her away, I'm going to try to grab her, nab her. That's my plan at least.
Well, you all near the bank. You notice you near the bank as you see a great big building, well, a ruin really, but most of the lower level is most intact, where it says bank in great golden, well, formerly golden letters. And you notice that there's activity inside. There's these great glass doors that are surprisingly intact. And you notice movement.
Floated, suited movement or people movement?
Well, do you approach?
Yeah, from the side
Would
as
you
much as
like
possible,
me-
but yeah.
Would you like to make me another prowl
I
roll?
would love to make another prowl roll. And it's the same as the last one.
I would
It's actually 2 worse. 12 under instead of 10, or 12 over instead of 10 over.
Elastra doesn't need to make a prob roll, it just works from before.
Sneak at a peek.
I'm going to go with shadow, my shadow powers. So I'm going to go ahead and pull. Where is it here? Black Sun. Yeah, I'm going to pull 20 PPE from the ley line and power my Black Sun powers. It gives me night vision for 600 feet. Even in magical darkness, I can see shadow beasts, shadow meld, or cloak of darkness, whichever one I choose to use. So
I've just...
I'm going to go with shadow meld.
I just revealed what you see as you approach through the glass doors.
Mm-hmm.
A square room, well, a foyer and then a square room. That definitely looks like, well, you probably wouldn't recognize a bank. But it's a bank. There's these small tills and machines that probably were formerly used to put money in or take money out of. To your great surprise, people are using the bank, standing in lines, very orderly lines, looking very glazed, across from cashiers that also looks very glazed in their eyes, but all very smiling.
Weird. So what's it?
All doing transactions, but meaningless and endless transactions. You notice that as you look inside, the one of the front lines is finished whatever business he has, and moves to the back of the line and just continues this weird spiel that's going on. You also notice some of these brains in suits sitting behind desks, mockingly typing on computers. That's the blue lights you see on the map. Fortunately for the ones who failed their prowl, you are at a position at this moment where it doesn't seem like any of the brains can notice you, and it doesn't seem like any of the, well, banking people are aware of your presence either.
So I could make them aware of me, try to draw them away. They won't be able to catch me. And then, depending on how many get drawn away, potentially you guys could take care of the rest, rescue the people. There might be a distance. If they get far enough away, they come out of it. These people don't seem as much to be a desiccated husk as the last one was. Do I see a 16-year-old blonde girl?
Well, give me a perception test, and you, well, okay, people can do that too, if you want to.
+6. Not my day.
Let's see. I think we have a +1 against.
I have a +6. I got an 8.
Bummer.
Damn. I actually just saw the 8 and thought, well, with a +6, that's a fine roll. Oh, an 8 in all. Lustra has 11. Do you have any bonuses,
No.
Lustra?
Oh, I actually got a good roll.
Ooh.
Not particularly
Well, what do you know?
perceptive.
Excellent. Well, Demetrius does notice that these banking people all seem to be dressed rather similarly to the settlers you already met. Not in the same as uniform, but in the sense that they have the same materials available to them. Their ages vary quite a lot. There's no children, though, or for that matter, young teenagers. They all seem adults, and they seem... You notice that quite a lot of them has pearls of sweat running down their forehead.
And Sophia rolled a 17, so she would see this as well, I guess.
Yes, the difficulty would be 12.
So we both see it, and I'm going to relate it to let him know what we see.
What do you think you guys should do?
Well, as you do this, you hear.
I was just asking them what they think we should do.
While you ask this, you hear a speaking system going, number 66, number 66. And you notice the one guy over to the right is approaching the brain in the front row and doing something very odd. He's taking papers out and showing these papers to the brain. And the brain apparently takes out something and puts on the papers and then leads him towards the stairs in the back, which is the round thingy. And they descend.
I think we need to move fast here, guys.
Well, frontal
Snowing, that's
assault, or
good,
do
yeah.
I distract them, or do we have a better idea?
I'd say distract and draw off as many as you can, then we'll go in. Apparently, they don't even see Illustra, so let's have her go down the stairs and find out what the heck is going on downstairs.
Good.
But Illustra, be very careful. Don't attack or make any moves or make yourself known. Just find out what they're doing.
Okay.
That's a good point. We'll stay out here. Shoot a flare if you need help.
Do I have one of those?
No.
Just scream. We're not going to be far away.
I do have heightened senses. I could probably hear you.
The lights in this place, what are they? They're just the regular lighting system, like fluorescent lights, or what?
Electrical lights, most of them working, which is again rather surprising.
Yeah.
All right.
And then again, I would draw attention to the fact, Felix, that you notice quite a bit of magic going on in this place.
Yeah. There's a lot of magic. I am familiar with magic, but not super magically talented myself. I have some.
Oh, but just so you know that stuff is going on.
Yeah, and it's not all psychic.
Nope. Actually, it's mostly magic.
Mostly magic.
That might be the Nexus.
All right.
Maybe we'll get lucky and
What,
there's
Illustra?
a Nexus store.
I will do my best to walk in fairly casually and maybe first slip in one of the lines until I'm a little less noticed, and then try to sneak over to the doorway to get myself closer to that staircase.
Give me another prowl roll.
Do I have the karma luck with me currently?
Yes, you do.
Right. Then. Oh. Just one over fail.
It's
Yep.
close. You do notice one or two of the people just slightly turning their eyes towards you as you pass, but doing nothing about it. The brains, however, doesn't seem like they react to you. And you approach the stairs, where you hear a strange voice. You can't really tell what they're saying, but you believe it's probably female. Make me a perception test.
Okay. Still not very perceptive.
Cannot understand. No, you cannot understand the words being said down there, but you do hear voice. Yes, maybe more than one.
I'll slip down the steps.
descend as quietly as you can into what probably once was a vault of some sort. It's again in really good shape. Now, this is not something you would probably notice a lot of, but considering the rest of the city is a bombed ruin, everything here just seems to be working like it should. I am gonna reveal something on roll 20. Yes. As you enter a larger foyer room with some very big doors going both north of you, east of you, and west of you.
Okay.
They are security doors, and doesn't seem like they will open lightly.
Do I have any indication of where the gentleman that just came down went? About like noise or anything?
Well, the noise seems to be coming from the northward big vault door.
Okay. I'm gonna go up and knock.
Okay. While this is happening, Sophia is getting into sniping position from across the street so that she can help shoot through the front and cover fire. And me, with my cover of darkness, is going to go from shadow to shadow and try and work my way probably inside, but out of the way. I'm trying to follow the shadows of anything that, if there are shadows.
Oh, there is. You could probably do a shadow melt prowl if you wanted to. I think you get a percentile with that spell.
So,
And just in case, while he's figuring that out, just in case, I will be using some PPE from the ley line and transforming into a fox. The large one, because the large one can run at 30 miles an hour.
Yes.
Just in case I have to draw them away.
yeah.
And you said it's a kind of a half of a ruin of a bank, like one of the walls are falling in or something?
It's mostly that it probably had more levels once, but the lower level is mostly intact. There's a small hole here and there, but it does seems like there has been levels that has fallen down beside it.
Could somebody lift up Shadow Meld for me? Because I don't have my books with me right here.
Psychic skill or magic?
Magic.
It's a magic. I think it's level 4, as far as I remember. Because a Leyland Walker can start with it. Here we go. Either 60% or 15 plus to your skill, whichever is higher.
Okay. So,
I'm gonna hop up to one of the higher floors. Like from the outside,
Sure.
hopping up to one of the higher floors.
You notice there's quite a bit of holes down. You could probably do a drop.
Yeah.
so you said it was 60% base, because that is more than what I get. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. I would have made it even without the skill bonus.
Woohoo!
Nice! Roll 20 works for you for the first time ever.
For once. Yes.
It happens. When it counts. Where do you want to position yourself, though?
So I'm going to try and position myself close to the back of the bank if I can. I'm going to work my way towards the back where I can almost get to the stairs without getting in anybody's way or anything else, just in case Illustra needs help. I want to be close by.
Well, the corner by what is presumably toilets would probably be fitting for you.
Okay.
Then. I'll just make a little yoink.
The little front airlock
Yeah.
area, are there actually doors there? The
Sorry?
little front, like, airlocky area thing, is there actually doors there?
Yeah, it's these sliding doors. It's not really an airlock. It's probably somewhere where there was some off-duty
Yeah,
machines at some point.
can't think of the word for that. Lobby
No,
foyer
not
sort
me.
of thing.
Yeah, the ATM area when the bank is closed. And it's freezing outside. Cool. Alrighty then. Well, we'll get back to Illustra then. Roll me a die. Any die.
That's not ominous.
You want to roll high on that. It's a 50-50. Oh, well, that's a high 50-50. As you approach the great big vault door, almost getting ready to knock, you notice that it begins to open.
I will step out of the way.
Which is rather lucky, really, as you notice a strange light coming from within, which is not entirely green. It's actually mostly fire-ish in its color.
Okay.
And you smell this burning paper-ish that I keep mentioning. You also see the brain. Well, not necessarily that brain. You don't know. You can't really tell them apart. But a brain with a suit coming out and going towards the stairs to probably go upstairs again. As you notice the door begins to close once more.
Can I slip inside the door?
You can certainly try. What kind of roll are we going to do for that? Are there any acrobatics or gymnastic skills that would fit that one?
None that I have.
I'd do a straight initiative to see if she got initiative over the person closing the door. Kind of like
Yeah. Sure, let's do an
your
initiative.
karmic power might help with that.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good plan. Well, you got a beat of 4, so
So I got a +6 naturally, so.
that's no problem.
Not yet.
Alrighty then. You notice a grisly sight. That was not what. Ignore the red line because I pushed the wrong thing. As you enter what was once a high security vault, you see people hanging like cattle with strange inscriptions in their naked skin.
Oh God.
You don't have any sort of law magic, do you, by any
do.
chance?
Oh no, wait. Yes, magic. Yeah.
While you roll that, you also notice that in the middle of the room is a slight female form in a pinstriped suit with very black hair and a sword in her hand, talking to what appears to be a floating mirage. Very nice, by the way. In this floating mirage, you see kind of a silhouette of a face where the hair seems like it's floating. Maybe it's underwater of some sort, but you can't really see. And you also see that the runes carved into these people seemed like sacrificial runes. They are being prepared to be sacrificed for their magic energy. And then you feel the door closing behind you as you are now in the room with the slight girl and the mirage.
Oh, crap.
The rest
Sir,
of
anyway,
you
you can
notice as you get into position that your constant radio contact cuts off abruptly to Illustra.
Oops. That's not a good sign.
And
I am going to...
Bill, you also
Yep.
notice a brain coming up from the stairs and going towards this former space.
All right, I wait for him to pass, and then I go for the stairs.
Cool. You get down into the same room, very empty, with 3 locked vault doors, one of them definitely bigger than the other one. And you also notice some slight conversation from within. You may also roll me a perception test.
Okay. Roll me 1d20. It's /roll space 1d20. My Sophia is back. She's working the other computer now.
Hey, April.
Hi. Sorry.
No problem. Good to have you back. I think it didn't grow.
She's working.
Oh, slash, not question mark.
Yeah, backslash. Not question mark.
Same key, no shift. Boom.
Ah,
There we go.
there we go.
What'd I get?
13.
13.
He
And
needs
this
to
is
roll
with
for you.
is this
You-
supernatural evil? Would this be for supernatural?
Oh,
okay,
yes.
then I get like a +1 for supernatural evil perception rolls.
You know Dragon
Yes.
right? Yes. Then you notice that it is a bargaining ritual. A bargaining intended to call over a supernatural intelligence to this side.
Not good. Okay, we need to interrupt this somehow. Yeah, I'm going to radio back to both Felix and to Sophia that there is about to go down a really big sacrificial ritual, and a lot of people are going to die, and they're trying to call forth an intelligence. We need to
So double
we need to
damage
interrupt
on a
this.
ley line for my magic bow. Is it double again on a nexus? So quadruple damage. Oh, and my bow being a greater fetish does double damage versus alien intelligences and their shards or
Nice.
fragments or essence fragments. So if we go multiplicative, that would be a ×8.
Ah!
Now, if you just go additive, then it would only be a ×6.
He's carrying the equivalent of an atom bomb in his bow.
You tell me.
Rifts, Legions, and Indigo. Rifts.
I'm gonna go with ×8 unless you tell me otherwise, though, because that's the multiplicative that I would get. I think I will come out of my fox form. I no longer intend on drawing them away. It's time to murder.
While you do that, Illustra,
Yes.
do you speak Dragonese
I do.
by any chance? Yes. Then you notice that this speech she's having with the thing in the mirage seems familiar. You've heard similar words before, words spoken by your stepmother.
Oh. Well, then I know this is no good. Outside of the, people with carvings in them. Yeah.
Also that.
So
that.
I'm going. Oh,
You notice though that the smell of burning paper apparently seems to be small bonfires beneath each of the hanging people that seems to be held alight with these square green pieces of paper with very intricate writings and art on them.
is this like a desk or something I'm hiding behind here?
Yes,
So,
and a computer console.
Okay.
Yes, but you're outside the bank. You're gonna have to into the
I
bank.
think that
Just one to it. I would suggest getting down the stairs, making sure Felix gets down the stairs, and then putting a bubble so that
Oh, wait,
nothing
I
can
lied
get
before. I do have
downstairs
gymnastics, by the way.
without going through your bubbles. And I think
I think we did
Yeah.
well with the initiative. So
for each.
Just for future
So
reference.
bubbles up there.
Um,
Let's see if it is. Okay, here's the plan. Sophia is going to follow Felix in and run straight for the back of the bank, ignoring.
I'm on the second floor. I'm above the place.
Oh, okay. As soon as you both get down the stairs, she is going to start casting telekinetic force bubbles up the stairs, one after another, so that nobody can get down the stairs, and we're basically downstairs without anybody coming down the steps after us.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'll remember that when we get to that part.
When we get to that part.
I think what I will do
But
is
before that,
crawl back to the door and see if I can't trigger the door open from the inside.
do you have any sort of technological skills?
Mathematics.
No. I'd accept lock picking, I guess.
Nope, no lock picking.
Then I would say that you have absolutely no idea how to open this door.
All right, well then I'm just going to kind of just curl up behind that console and just focus on ending this. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And basically use my soul nullification to suck the magic out of the room as much as I can.
I was waiting for you to say that. There is quite a lot of magic in the
Yep.
room, by the way. As you begin to get that, well, very comfortable and, well, some would say cozy feeling of you just being filled with this energy. You don't know how you do it, but it always kind of works out for you when it happens. This time, however, it has a different reaction as you see the young woman turn towards you and point her sword. And you then notice something crawling in the ceiling.
Gross.
I'm gonna reveal some pictures. Let's start out with the young woman standing next to the floaty brainy people. There you go.
I see a picture of a decimated city.
I look beneath that. That is a
scroll down
very
a bit.
sharp suit. I love it. I want it.
Have
It might be a
one.
bit small for you.
Oh, there we go. Yes.
I gotta find out who does her
There we
makeup.
go.
I do.
No, their makeup.
I do.
Oh, okay.
And the thing crawling in the ceiling is
Oh.
All right, I've seen enough anime. I know where this tentacle monster is going.
this game took a whole
Demetrius' sphincter just naturally squeezes shut.
Now, before we know what will happen to Illustra and her rescue team, I think this is a great place to hold a small break so I can fill my teacup. So, what do you say about 5 minutes?
Sounds
It's
good.
fine with me.
Excellent.
During this
We're gonna-
break, my
we're
character's going to go ahead and put on some war paint.
We're going to log off and log on to see if we can action, okay?
All right.
All right.
I am gonna see if I can't do some real quick piecework tokens for the GM that I can grab from Discord and use. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to try to talk other streams in the meantime. Obviously, if it's the first time joining us and you enjoy what we're doing, please hit the follow button down at the bottom right corner. If I seem a little distracted, it's because I am. We also do tomorrow night will be the continuation of, even though it's Easter, the continuation of our 5th edition D&D campaign, Tomb of Annihilation. I think we're on episode 3 or 4 or something like that. It's been a lot of fun so far. So I think I encourage everybody to come check that out. Monday we will return with Star Trek for the second part of our new players introduction story. So that should be exciting. And then Wednesday we'll be back for Ruby. Hopefully our players are all feeling better and ready to attend for that. Yeah, that should be a good time. And then Thursday we'll be back for Star Wars, run by our very own Bruce Gaskin, as the party continues its journey through the jungles of Teth. And then of course we'll be back next week for some more of this on Saturday. Oops. Slight mistake. We do have some more casting calls open and available for this campaign, if anyone is interested. We also have, I think, one spot still available on the Solar Patrol, which will be starting on Monday nights soon after Star Trek is over. Then, I think that is kind of it for now. We do have some other stuff up and coming that's going to be pretty exciting that I think everybody will want to tune in for. But I think as far as casting is concerned, we're probably pretty good with. But we'll give more details on those when we get a little closer. 2 down. Yes. Yeah. I can't really think of anything else, really. What I can actually do while we're waiting for everybody is, obviously we don't ever beg anybody for any money, but if you have those Amazon Prime free memberships, if you have Amazon Prime, they give you a free Twitch subscription every month, which you can use over and over again on the same channel or in different channels if you'd like. But if you'd like to use it here, after 3 months, we give you one of the Lords and Ladies of Fate t-shirts. And if you do it for 6 months, we give you the Lords and Ladies of Fate glass mug, which I don't have nearby at the moment. But you'd see them through the other streams, and we'll probably get a picture up soon on the upcoming website that we're going to have that's currently being worked on, that we're very excited for. And Lonely Fans, thank you for that 11 months. Appreciate that. Let's see here. What else can I talk about? Yesterday was the return of the other Rift stream, so if you do, or if you're enjoying a fan of Rifts in general, check out that stream as well. That runs opposite weeks with the Star Wars stream on Thursdays. It was a very first stream we started with for this channel, actually. So that's that was fun to kick back into gear. And I think we're just about ready. Gotta wait for Bill
Or Atlanteans to come back.
Let's see here. I'm getting you some Roll20 icons that you can use for our characters.
Ah, nice.
I can do it on my phone pretty quickly, but it's hard to talk and do it at the same time. I need this thing.
Oh, we got a good deal of XP redemptions too. And
Yep,
skill
yep.
bonuses and
We got
stuff.
some great people in this chat here. Y'all are awesome. I like you.
Oh, we should definitely have a look at those when we start again to make sure that you actually use them.
I think I posted
You're a
most
good
of
devil.
them in.
Good devil.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I think I posted most of them in the in our thing here, so should be pretty up to speed.
Cool.
The other thing I could probably do is obviously I'm working on having a D&D one-shot available for around the Christmas holiday. So I purchased miniatures for that because I like using miniatures on my streams. And for example, I'm in the process of painting this fire giant. So that's pretty exciting. I've got some ogres, what I need to do.
Base coded so
Yeah,
far.
yeah, just basically kind of put them together at this point. I'm gonna save a couple of these because I think these might spoil a little too much. But it's actually a giant teddy bear.
Not a bugbear,
Yeah,
but
I
an
do have
actual
bugbears
teddy
coming. I picked up this set, which is going to be kind of cool to do. My camera can pick it up without the background.
bear.
Wow.
Hey, April.
Hey,
Welcome,
it's still really glitchy on my part.
Well, at least we have you.
There we go.
I don't know what you can see because I can't see it.
Oh, Malifaux, they have
Yeah.
cool minis. Really cool minis.
So, and I don't want to spoil that one either. That's for another game. But yeah, we got some cool things on the horizon there. All right. Well, now that we got everybody back,
Yeah. Gil is around too, I suppose, April?
Yeah.
He's
You
right
are.
here.
Cool. Excellent. Well, Illustra, you notice this strange creature crawling on the ceiling and looking towards you with this snout. And you do not feel happy at all about
I
this.
definitely do not.
As you hear a woman saying, "Come out, little one. There's no reason to hide."
Who's saying that? The lady?
Why do you take what's mine?
I guess I will save from behind the counter because I'm not going to just stand up. I don't believe this is yours.
I have claimed this site of power, so the power is mine. Might makes right.
I don't believe in that. I think that's a load of horse poo.
Such language. That is a shame. You see, I do believe in force. And I would very much like you to stop taking what's mine. And will do so by force if you so desire.
Well, I don't think I can oblige with that.
Pity, she says, and you see the creature falling. Now, which sound emerges from Illustra as this happens?
Probably a very loud shriek.
And a very loud shriek is what is heard outside of the vault's door as you put your plan into action, which works pretty much as a charm. You are all standing in front of this giant vault door and hearing definitely Illustra having a very bad day. Let's start with you, Felix. What do you do?
Well, unless somebody else knows how to open it, I can pick the lock.
Well, you can certainly try.
This one, telemechanics. She can just touch the door. And
She
tell
got it
unlock.
faster than I can. Do
This
it.
is true.
You. It's all you.
Do me that
Got it.
telemechanic roll.
Sophie for the win!
You have to roll 1d100.
I think it's 88. You need to
And
go
don't let
under.
him type it. Don't let him type it.
Yeah, there,
I was gonna say.
give it a try.
What chance it? What chance it?
I can't see. Am I doing anything?
I don't think so. The mouse is over there. We're Keystone Cop in this. Hold on.
We never leave him in charge of computers at all.
Don't mention
You are not to type it.
I see now why you have the telemechanics and he does not.
Right? Don't help anything.
There we go.
What did you do?
The computer fights back.
Oh my god! it's gone.
Revenge of the desk. Critical failure.
Oh my. Go to Firefox. Go to Firefox. Left. No touch.
The touch.
Oh my.
Un momento, por favor, mecánico now.
No, down.
I guess we can count that as technical
Los
difficulties.
Biblio Technica.
Yep. Right?
We reward our chat members for. There we go.
Put me down the box. I'll put you in the box.
What?
And yeah, as soon as she opens the door, I have that bow drawn. I don't know what's on the other side, but that bow is like
You-
ready.
She
You
got
have a
it.
feeling it's bad. Really.
35.
She got it
Screen-worthy.
at a 80%. She's got it. Good thing you rolled that.
Definitely enough. Well, let's have a slight little round of battle, Illustra, before they do so. Let's roll us some initiative.
All right. I'm assuming my sixth
Yeah.
sense has gone off as well for this.
Oh yes, most certainly. You are in very much danger right now, so yes.
All right. So my initiative.
Tickling his ear. Good thing it's a spirit arrow. Doesn't have any actual pull on the bow. You'd be
That
shaking.
gives me an additional plus 6. Or 6.
This frozen time business is harder than it looks.
And it's funny that I'm seeing all this in like bits and
Take some getting used to.
All right, so 13 plus 9.
22. You are definitely first as you see this thing dropping.
How
towards
big is
you.
this thing again?
It's pretty big. It's about 4 meters in length. It's a bit hard to say with all its appendages, really.
It's pretty big.
If comparison, about, well, very large alligator.
16 to 18 feet ish.
Yeah. I think what I'm gonna do is focus on a defense here. You know, I'll pull out my vibro knife and just kind of hold it out there, but I'm gonna focus on defense and kind of hold my action.
Fair enough. You don't have any specific powers to do
Nope.
that, right?
Nope.
Nope. Then I'm just gonna give you a round, let's say, +3 parry bonus.
Okay. And I got auto dodge with the karmic stuff, so.
Oh, then a P is +3 to that. But it will try to grab you with its many appendages.
Okay. So there's +4, and you said +3.
Yep.
So good. +7. Okay, 24.
That actually just does it. I have 21 with its bonuses. You just roll away as this weird creation lands with a thud right next to you and sloppers towards you. Now everybody else roll for initiative.
Okay.
no touch.
That one from the Well, then we need to switch places then.
There's +3. Yeah, it's pretty good.
16
And then
chance.
with 6 cents, I'm guessing that she thinks that she's in danger at this point, so she'll get a +6 with her 6 cents. Am I correct?
Yep.
All right.
So that's a 19 for her.
No, that's my roll.
Oh, that's yours. Oh, sorry. You can do better than that.
Right? And he's trying to type mine now,
Uh-oh.
too.
Uh-oh.
It's not going to count if you got it bad.
That's how mine works.
Right?
Got a 16.
Okay.
Whoa.
Did you get any bonuses, Demetrius?
She's got a 16.
Did you have any bonuses, or it's just a 13?
No, I don't think I had any, although I probably still had my Cloak of Darkness on. Because it lasts 5 minutes per level, so...
I don't think that gives you initiative bonuses, does it?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't give me any bonuses. What it does is take away their bonuses trying to hit me.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Well, from now that shouldn't be a problem, but let's see what happens when you open the door. Excellent.
Oh,
Pulling out
actually,
my
I get that too
TW
with my
gun.
karmic power.
Well,
I shoot something more than the wall this time.
you, April, you touch the door very quickly and channel your power through it, and you hear a great big click, 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 honk, and as you see the door open, and watch in horror at this tableau of blood and gore, with the people hanging like meat on hooks, the very young girl apparently sacrificing these people to a mirage, and a monstrosity beyond this world trying very hard to eat Illustra.
Mm.
Now let's start out with Illustra, actually, because it's a new round. So, if you want to do
Okay.
something, you notice
I
the
noticed
door.
the door opening, and this creepy thing's crawling towards me. How close is it to me?
A meter,
Okay.
about 3 feet.
I think for now, I'm going to repeat my previous action.
Good to get them bonuses. It
Yeah.
saved you last time. Cool. Well, then we move on to Felix and Sophia, who both have 16.
To quote
Who of you want to go first?
to quote one of those famous pre-riffs movies that my character has obviously never seen because doesn't really like technology, I believe it was a wise woman, Sigourney Weaver, once said, "Get away from her, you bitch."
I second that.
It's the one movie your tribe had. You really
Yeah,
like
there
that
we go.
movie.
It was all about killing aliens. So, let's see.
Yeah,
It's kind of the same thing.
yeah, pretty much. Just scarier, really.
Not an awesome roll, but unless it dodges.
It does not. It doesn't really know you're there yet. It will after
Does
this, though.
this
but,
counts as an essence of an alien intelligence fragment?
This one does not. No.
Okay, so it's only times 4 then.
Yes.
$68.
68. That's a lot of damage.
610. It was a 17
Oh.
base number. Yeah.
Your arrow hits it and it explodes it in some greenish, yellowish pus. Well, not the creature, but one of its legs, unfortunately. And it definitely notices you and turns its snout towards you. So we go on to Sophia.
Sure. And are these things seeing me at this point, or?
Yeah, well, if you don't actually draw attention to yourself, you will probably be noticed in the next round. But if you, like Felix, draw very much attention to yourself, you are noticed this round.
Can I put a bubble up around me and Felix?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
guess
but
you can.
would I be able to
Something
shoot
she
through
could-
the bubble?
No.
I don't think that.
No.
I think I need to continue shooting.
Yeah, so why don't you just move to the side and put a bubble around you? And then you can direct with your telemechanic powers or your telepowers from outside the bubble, because psi powers and magic don't necessarily hit the bubble.
Or
Oh.
You can
put
you
a bubble around
cast
the
out.
girl.
There you go. Yeah, around that girl.
That girl?
That girl, the
That
blonde.
girl. The blonde?
The one you just said, get away from her, bitch.
The one crawling on the floor trying desperately to get away from this creature.
You could also use
gross.
telekinesis to drag her across the floor
Yeah,
toward you,
it is.
and then put a bubble around both of you.
That's a good idea,
At
too.
least it's not acidic blood.
Oh no, it is from a rift book though.
Trying to put six on.
I don't know if she can do both at the same time, but she can pull Illustra out of the way with her telekinesis.
It's either or. A psychic power counts as an attack.
I'll pull her away.
Okay, cool. Illustra, I don't believe you will resist getting away from this thing. No.
I
Sophia,
got
you
you.
do notice a weird sensation as you grab onto her, because it won't really grab hold. It's like oil and water. So I would like you to make me a strike roll.
Okay.
And I want it to be above 8, let's say that. Since she's not struggling.
And then, do you have a plus with that? She has a plus with that to strike, doesn't she?
I think so.
Yeah. Yes, she has a +3 to strike. Okay.
We've already typed it.
Did I say +3?
Oh no.
Oh, wow. 21.
Very nice.
You had an 18. So.
I got you, girl.
You definitely grab a hold. You kind of grab hold of the air around Illustra and form this bubble that just can't help but pull her. You do notice your telekinetic pull somewhat dissolving while it tries to hold on to Illustra. It's a very weird sensation. You haven't really experienced this before. But you do get her into safety. Well, the safety that is by your side. There's still a weird creature and a very angry teenager.
Like a match.
No. So, let's get to Demetrius.
All right, I am going to. Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out if this needs a touch, or if I can do it from a space away.
You want
or
to
something.
touch that thing?
No.
Just pet it on its head.
Not even going for.
Here, tentacle being. Tentacle being.
Okay, so I am going to attempt, and this is kind of a weird application of
It's
this,
way
but
too much.
this portal that she has opened, it's like a rift, am I correct? It's like a communication.
Give me a dimension knowledge with -5 because you're in a bit of a hurry.
Okay. Dimensions. Roll 20, don't fail me now.
Famous last words.
Don't jinx it. Yeah. Oh, you wait, Bill. You have a skill bonus. Doesn't he have a skill bonus?
Does that equal it out then?
Oh, what you got?
Yeah, he did have a skill bonus. Well, how much is the skill
usually
bonus
for
usually?
well, we do for the D100 skills usually. We do 25%.
Oh, yes. Then 25% on top. Then plus 20 to your normal stat,
Plus
if
20.
you want to use that.
So the negative would be then 15 or 20?
No, yeah, plus 20 in all.
Plus 20, okay.
Skill bonus from the chat.
nice.
Somebody redeemed tokens for you, my friend.
Yep.
Swing!
Then you will make it. Yeah,
Yes.
because you have that. You see that this is, well, it's a kind of a strange rift, and you have heard about these. It's a shifter communication rift.
Okay. That being said, I also have communication rift as an ability.
You do.
All right. So either I can either attempt to redirect the rift to another known dimension. So all of a sudden I would change the channel of the rift to communicate to, let's say,
Hot dog land.
I believe like the
Hot
what?
dog land.
Hot dog land or whatever. Yeah, whatever rift I know, which is several. So
I think that's a roll off on a D20, right?
it would be whether or not the shifter has turned her gaze and her attention away from it. You see what I'm saying? So she wouldn't actually have mental control over that rift. If we
She does at the moment, so it would be a roll off. But you could try.
yeah, okay, let me do that then. That would basically break her connection to the other dimension and hopefully not allow that thing to come through and help her, which is what I'm hoping to
Was the
do.
wrong one. Oh,
Please, Lord, let that be enough. If not, I'm going to keep attempting it.
You're
So,
done typing.
yeah, I'm done
Sorry,
typing.
I
I've ran
gooped
up.
you in the eyeballs with the tentacle monster.
Yeah. Well, it should have been part. Well, you notice that she's maintaining control. You're not far off, but yeah, doesn't work this time. She, however, now focuses half on the portal, half on you.
Okay.
That was Demetrius, and now we get to the tentacle creature and the young girl. The young woman will start by chanting a spell. Since that will take her 2 attacks, we'll get back to her. The tentacle being, however, seems to have taken a slight liking to a certain Native American standing in front of it. He wanted to play, he threw a stick at it, he caught it, now he's gonna return the favor.
Come get some.
It jumps at you with its mass of limbs. And, exactly. I imagine you want to parry.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
It's very Cthulhu-like.
You should probably be able to parry.
Slash roll. 1 + 5. Yeah. 15 + 5 is a 20.
Oh, yeah. I don't have plus 18, no. Right, you strike it away and it slides on the wall and hisses at you, you think? It is at this point, after a round of combat, that everybody who has law demon monsters can roll for the strange being that they're fighting.
Which I do. 51.
I have 8, and you have...
Whoops, I totally did that wrong.
Nope.
100, less than 51. I succeed
Well.
highly.
Yes, I see.
I stomped his brother a couple years back.
Illustra just think it's very, very evil
And gross.
Just push things.
No, it's got to be...
Oh, right there. That's the last one right there.
Oh.
Oh, you mean the thingy?
All right, so I don't know anything about this thing. This looks ugly to me.
For a dimensional traveler, you know surprisingly little about
Little,
monsters.
yes. Roll 28.
What about April?
Like I said, roll 20. Roll 20 hates him.
It hates us all. And
Oh,
no, April.
it's her equally.
No.
That's because you type.
Chance. You have heard of these weird beings before. They're called Malignus.
Malignus.
And they are sort of a demonic creature. They are actually an energy being that possesses people and turns them into these weird freaks of nature.
The brains or the tentacle things?
The tentacle things.
So it's a tentacle
the big
zombie.
Malignus. Yeah, pretty much. You do know that it has tremendous physical skill, but not much else. It does have some poison in that very uncomfortable stinger it has, and is very good at combat, if I don't happen to roll a 2. But doesn't have any strange magical abilities to destroy your liver or something like
Okay.
that.
Yell that out so that Sophia can use her impervious to poisons. At least one of us is going to make it through
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Malignus fought it before. Watch out for the poison, but mostly they're physical fighters.
Okay, so then you would use 4 ISP, which is a drop in the bucket to you.
You can pull that from
to-
the ley line.
Yeah, pull it from the ley line. So it automatically basically works for you.
Well, let's start the round once more. Illustra,
I am going to try to suck the magic away from whatever it is that woman is trying to do.
You may counter 50 PPE if you so
Ooh,
wish.
I'll do it. I'll do 50. It's gonna leave me with not a lot left.
Chance, perchance, does Felix know of a weakness for this thing?
Smashing.
Does it have a weakness?
It should just be lot of destruction. There is, however, the thing about it being an energy being, so once the body is destroyed, it will still be an energy being, which is kind of hard to hit with anything but magic.
Or a spirit bow.
Or a spirit bow.
I see.
But yeah, Illustra, you feel a great pull of your abilities this time. You can no longer really explain this away with you just being lucky. You feel this. That's a lot of energy you just sucked out. And you know you did it.
Oh.
You also see the young girl looking daggers.
Give it to all of us. We can all
I think
use
I
that.
just absorbed that PPE.
She can pass
That
it
magic.
on.
Yeah. Redirect that towards us so that we can all use it.
Can I
against
do
them.
that?
What?
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, it just kind of dissipates inside me.
Bummer.
Exactly. Well, Felix,
Nat 20 on my bow.
Yeah, noise.
damn. Well, I'm gonna. You know what? It's gonna try to. Well, dodge you. See if I can roll a natural 20. You never fucking know.
Yeah, there's a 5% chance.
It was an 18.
That was a good roll.
Not enough though. You give me some damage.
So would you say that the double damage doubles the times 4 damage to make it a times 8 damage?
Yep.
Slash roll 4 dice 6 times 8. 128 points of damage, please.
Ow.
Plus the, 63 I did last time? No, 68 I did last time.
Yes, indeed,
Yeah.
indeed. You pierce it with an arrow as you jump to the side of it, and it just punches in through the snout, continues into the body, and out of the tail of this creature, that kind of melts into this gooey waste, and you sense a presence where it was.
Moo.
Chat, give the man an XP bonus, come on. Right. Sophia.
She stepped out and has given over control to me.
Uh-oh.
Anyways.
Just don't do anything that requires rolling.
Yeah, exactly, right? So, she is going to, I guess... She's going to forget about the poison thing now that it's turned into an electrical being. She's going to try and entrap it within a ball, TK force field.
Yep.
All right, and that thing has a -6 to dodge this TK force field because he can't see it and he doesn't know it's there. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to do that.
I don't think it'll touch.
The hell just happened? I had a body. What the?
Hey! I just got here. It's a nice dimension. It's still more than me, probably.
Probably. Hopefully.
Did you say -6? I actually have to find out now with that roll.
Yeah. He has a -6 to dodge out of it.
So that will give him a 0? No, I'm still lower than you.
Wow.
The energy form is now trapped in a telekinetic force field.
Oh, good.
And we move on to Demetrius.
All right. Demetrius is going to try again to redirect the portal
Yes.
and hopefully close it.
Do we want to take her alive?
She may be the girl we're looking for. I don't
She
know.
probably is the girl we're looking for. That wasn't my question.
Right.
She has daddy issues.
Well, mommy issues in this case, but yeah.
No,
She
mommy
did
issues.
this
we
once.
play-
She'll probably try to do it again.
It depends on if she's currently or sometimes these alien beings can take over their minds over time. So she could be working as a dupe.
So
For this
you're saying
alien-
we should take her alive?
I'm saying it would be best to take her alive,
Okay.
yes. That way, if possible, we can help her.
Okay.
Roll the die, see if you can get an higher than 12.
Yes. Oops. I did it wrong. What was it before? Was it a percentage or was it a 20? D20.
It was a D20.
I got a 13.
That's one more than me. Where do you want to direct this?
Anywhere. Well, it has to be to a dimension that I know. So let me go back and look at my notes real quick. I know dimensions that I know: Rift's Earth, Phase World, Center, Wormwood, or Alexandria Arch City. I think the safest would probably be, well, let's just do Rifts for Earth. Let's do Rifts Earth and go to whichever one is closest to us. I guess, would that be Chicago? Or-
Yeah, probably.
Oh, so you're okay. You're sending her to Chi-Town.
No, this is just a communication rift, so nobody can actually walk through it.
Dear
just-
Emperor, just so you know,
Yeah.
here's a ley line message just for you, but it's not a threat, so don't come hunt us down, please.
Yeah, maybe I'll do it.
As you see the silhouette
Whatever.
in the mirage changing, you get a glimpse of the face within. And just reveal the face within. Here we go. And roll 20. The weird tentacly guy who looks out and says, "Oh dear," and disappears, and you look at a very surprised dinosaur going, "Hooray!"
My, what a vexing turn of affairs. I am going to be quite vexed now.
And then we move on to Myla. Myla is definitely not happy. Her plans to summon an alien intelligence into this world, a very polite alien intelligence apparently, but nonetheless an alien intelligence, has gone awry. And she has all this magical energy stored up inside her.
Surrender, you can still walk out of this on your own legs.
Die.
If that's what you want. I don't recommend it.
Illustra, how much of 200 PPE can you siphon?
At this point, is this including the 50 that I already did?
Not including, no.
Okay.
In addition.
Then at this point, I can siphon 51 more.
That is not
That would
half of the
wake
spell.
me up.
I presume you do that to minimize whatever's coming.
Yeah, if it can, if I think I make an impact on it, then I'm gonna do it.
Understandable.
Power death me, I will whoop your butt.
You all notice her glowing with this pale, yellowish green light. And again, the smell of paper burning and the jingle of coins. I am coming, master. As she compacts into a swirling vortex that begins expanding in the room.
You still want to try to take her alive?
There's not
No.
really
Okay.
anything to take alive, it's a vortex.
Run.
Which leads us back to Elastra.
Okay. Well, now that I've expended all of my energy, I'm pretty wiped out. So I think I'm gonna change focus here. I am gonna focus on. I'm gonna focus on taking my canteen and going over and trying to put out some of these fires. Stomping on them, canteen, whatever I can do.
Yeah, you put.
You realize the dark swirling vortex in the middle of the room.
Knocking
but
over the
it's
candle.
really not.
You are saving some of these miniature artworks, rectangular pieces of very interesting paintings of people with numbers on them and everything.
Maybe not at first. It's gonna.
How about the people themselves? Are they alive?
Hmm?
Are the people alive?
Alive-ish, more alive than the guy you met. But let's take the reaction from Felix. What do you do about the swirling vortex and the burning, well, banknotes?
Well, it's worked so good so far. Let's go ahead and put a spirit arrow into this magical swirling vortex just to see.
Eh, worth a try.
17.
That's enough, especially because the vortex does not touch for some reason.
Does the vortex count as an alien intelligence, or its fragment, or essence?
It does not.
Okay. Then it's only 68 damage.
Your arrow disappears into
Mega
the vortex.
damage.
You're not quite sure if you hurt it. It does keep expanding, though. Sophia.
Sophia's going to notice that it's expanding and try and put another bubble around it so that it cannot expand any further.
She knows that this will be dangerous. It might cause a backlash to her. Just so you know.
Okay, it's either that or start pulling everybody out of the room.
Can we finish off
How
killing
many
the
people
living
could she-
spirit thing? The energy spirit?
No, it's still stuck in a bubble. I'm almost hoping that the vortex eats it, but can Sophia grab all the people and like telekinetically pull them out of the
Not
room?
all of them, no. There are quite a lot of them. There are 13 in all in the room.
So she grabbed 6 of them this time, 7 the next.
It's not so much the weight in this case as much as it's more people. So the fine control will probably be lost. She can take, well, let's say 3.
If they bump their heads, it doesn't matter as long as she's saving their lives.
Oh yeah, it's just actually controlling so many people at the same time.
Yeah.
So I would give her
Okay.
3.
Yeah, she starts. Yeah, she'll start pulling people out of the room. That being said, this vortex, is it a rift? Is it an actual rift or teleportation?
Is similar, yes.
Okay, so Theodore would Demetrius would know that, and he's going to try and redirect the vortex.
Indeed.
Yes, he's going to try and redirect it to a known location.
Chicago.
And
Drop it off on the Emperor.
there we go. We can drop that to the Emperor, right? A little
The
gift.
very surprised dinosaur is no more.
The dinosaur is no more. That's one less we have to hunt. Okay, we'll do that. I'll try and redirect it towards, whatever, the dinosaur swamp.
Since there's no one fighting you, just give me a D20 to see how well you do.
All right.
That's pretty well.
Yeah, finally.
You notice this vortex once again contracting and kind of enveloping itself and doing a pop as it disappears. Somewhere in the ruins of Chicago, a dinosaur a couple of minutes ago saw a tear in reality. This is not particularly strange in this area, but always something you should be afraid of, so the dinosaur began to run. Not fast enough, however, as a vortex apparently came out of the rift that it was trying to avoid and sucks it in, dismembering and making it into a slush. Giving it 3d6 plus times 10 damage.
Sweet. All right.
Which would have been you in case that would have touched us. No longer does this dinosaur live amongst us. We return once again to the vault, where everything is sort of quiet, except for you noticing one of the people hanging, the central person, a woman, sobbing as she looks down where the vortex were. I will show you the picture, although she does not have the helmet on at this point. And she is just above the malignance.
Well, I guess I could put my bow away, start freeing people, helping them up, doing a bit of triage.
Same thing.
Yeah.
You're doing your very best to help these people. Like I said, they aren't in nearly as bad a condition as the dude outside, or for that matter, most of the slaves at the Minotaurs. So your healing abilities and holistic medicines and whatever you have gets them on their feet again, although you will, of course, need to use a couple of days to get them in good shape. You, I presume, return them to the village so they can have a rest.
Oh, yeah. Gather everybody up, take them back to town.
I need a rest myself.
When you... when you, at some point, investigate this bank further, you also notice that the two other vault doors led into similar rooms with similar hanging people, though you're kind of happy that you just didn't run away from the vortex.
All right, cool.
The brains apparently have disappeared when the rift was removed, and life begins to return to somewhat normalcy. The chief, however, is not happy. She sits in her house alone, making no contact, even though she's one of the least hurt. Mumbling every now and then, all my fault.
I'll go sit down beside her, offer her a nice little coffee cup full of fire water. Just slide it over to her.
She takes it and drops it in one.
Pour it again. Do the same myself.
you get a sense of that really this is the best that can be done. This is what she needs, just somebody sitting there doing pretty much that. You also notice, on a bit of a, well, not lighter note, but just weirder note, that the bank is also filled with these very weird small portraits that they were trying to burn. You do gather after some investigation that this is probably prehistoric money. The things that are kind of burns, of course, is completely worthless at this point, but you do find what amounts to about $50,000 of bills. That is pre-rift artifacts. How much it's worth, you don't know. But it doesn't weigh a lot, so you can easily transport it. And, if nothing else, it has historical value. And Rooster doesn't need it.
Yeah, we can store that inside Lenny.
Yeah, definitely. But, do you stay for a couple of days to both rest and help these people along?
Yep.
I would say that, yeah, so, Sophia would probably insist on helping as many people as possible with her psychic abilities to diagnose, and she would want to help. And of course, Demetrius would do the same, wanting to help people in any way he could. Also, at this point, he would probably be needing that nexus point to build back his store of energy, and also to open a communication rift back to Laszlo, to let them know our progress and what has happened and transpired, and just to give a progress report.
Yes, cool. Anyone else want to do something similar?
Just taking care of the people.
Yeah, Lester will help
Hunting
as
a bit
much as
for
she
them.
can before she passes
Sorry?
out of exhaustion.
Refilling my beef jerky.
Well, they're happy about your company, and you get the settlement of Rooster back on its feet after a couple of days. Which is almost where we'll end. Except for the final day when you prepare to leave. The night is calm and hot, surprisingly. But your dreams are kind of strange. Oh, extra time.
Sorry, I have a.
You are in a square room, and you hear the noises of digital beeping and continual mechanical tapping. As you look around in what appears to be, well, you wouldn't recognize it, but an office building. With brains in suits tapping along on computers, answering phones. You are sitting in the corner office. Aside from this very well-dressed alien intelligence. Now, dear people, I do not really hold a grudge as such. I would just let you all know that if you are in the market for a good deal, don't hesitate to call. I see you are powerful beings. However, my apprentice might not feel the same way, so be forewarned. He takes a toke on a great big cigar. And laughing, you awaken with a strange sense that this is not the last time you have faced this particular being. That is where we'll end Klaatu Verata Necktie. Next time we will go into the chapter called Predator and Pain.
Well,
thanks very much, everybody, for tonight.
thank you for
Awesome.
running. Appreciate everybody playing along. I'd like to thank all the audience members for their contributions tonight. It was very helpful.
Thank you, audience members.
Definitely.
And I did a lot of my promo stuff earlier, so I'm probably just going to lead us into a raid. Yes.
Oh, before you do that, you all need XP.
Yeah.
Because you just did this. 700 XP
great.
to each.
Cool. I saw some bonuses in chat too.
And the bonuses, of course.
How much are the bonuses?
50
Okay.
each.
Oh, it's 700.
So
So, sorry,
okay.
Ned. I just, while I remember.
I don't want to forget that because I level up. I was 20 away.
Yeah, it's important business.
You said 700?
Important business.
Okay.
Quick question. That will level
Yeah.
me. So will I be able to use this Nexus to go to my clan's home and get whatever I need, like tattoos?
Yes, it's actually a really good point for you to level up because I have been thinking about how we're gonna handle that. It's not always
Right.
gonna be possible, but this time, yeah,
Cool.
definitely.
All right. And until next week, we'll see everybody later.